That was all me, sorry.
It's all good.
Sorry, Katie. Oh, never mind. It wasn't me. I thought I took you out there.
All right, guys, just about to go on the air here. Just wanted to come in real quickly and talk about the race coming up here. Obviously, as you know, there's no qualifying this evening. It's straight up wherever they set you in the heat race and where you start's where you start. It's part of a random blind draw to set the starting grid for tonight. Obviously, do the best you can, get the best finish you can. There's bonus points for the top 10 finishers. In the heat races, also, obviously, will determine the starting lineup for the race when it's all over with, and only 21 cars. We might only get top 10, so just know that you could get some bonus points here this evening when it is all said and done. Hopefully you read the rules for the series and stuff that I had posted up in the rules section. Again, I do have admins on the track tonight, so if you misbehave or anything like that, please be aware that we will have people out there keeping an eye on you and stuff like that. So just please do behave while you're on the track. Show respect to each other out here. All the leagues that are obviously out here, which are all four that I broadcast for, you guys all have logos on the stream, so we'll be promoting all you guys this evening and stuff like that. So I just wanted to let you know that is going on also. Again, make sure you're aware of your fuel situation because you have enough fuel to run all 200 laps in this race. So make sure you turn fuel off before you come to the pits, because if not, you're going to spend a year and a half on pit road. These cars take forever to pit. So, you know, tires, obviously you have the one set of tires for the race. Leader, make sure you start on green for the start of the race, and then the rest of the restarts once the pace car pulls off all four wheels to pit road. If you get a passing under yellow caution or black flag, and you feel like you got it unwarrantedly, if that's a word, let us know. We'll clear it, and then we'll make a note of it, and we'll go back and look. And remember, there's a big penalty on the line if you do end up having that penalty on you and you had it wrongfully cleared. So just be aware of that. Obviously, just pay attention to what iRacing tells you, please, out there, and you should be all good to go when it is over with. So just remember, pit stalls 5 in, 5 out. USRC rules are in play, which for a lot of you aren't in USRC. Basically, it just comes down to pit stalls, 5 in, 5 out, or there is a 2-second penalty per pit stall. So be aware of that. And that should be about it. So, any questions, feel free to ask in here. There's the USRC admins are in here and stuff. They'll talk to you and that kind of thing. So have fun tonight. Best of luck. And a winner does get a t-shirt thanks to Moneymaker Motorsports and Mr. Michael Steffen, who has helped out tremendously. So good luck out there tonight, and may the force be with you. Plains Speedway, the spot for tonight. Race number 1 of the Captain Invitational Series, as we say hello and Happy New Year to all of you. Hopefully you enjoyed the start of your 2020, and hopefully you've not had any 2020 issues coming into 2021, and hopefully your year has gone smooth so far in the first 48 hours of it, as a lot of drivers are having some fun out here. But tonight is the first race of the Captain Invitational. We welcome you to the New Year's Throwdown here at Oxford Plains Speedway. If you've never been a part of this track or know what it's about, well, it's 3/10 of a mile, pretty much, a little over 3/10 of a mile. Yeah, there's semi-banked, and it literally looks like a circle. That is the best way to put it. 67 degrees, 77% humidity. Also, the wind at about 2 mile an hour, partly cloudy skies as we move up to noontime here for the heat races. Of course, a little bit late getting started here, but we got what we got, and we are going to get some good racing on tonight, as I was doing a lot of setting up this evening to get things going. As you might notice, I am broadcasting both on YouTube and on Twitch tonight. Something I'm trying out to see if this will work for a little bit this season. Of course, you got viewers on both ends. Whatever channel you like to broadcast or watch on, you can watch from that specific stream and enjoy it. So we will go from there, and we will also grid as race number 1 is about to go underway here. Heat race number 1, 50 laps, and this will start the this will set the grid for the feature coming up later on tonight. Ralph Fasano going to be the pole sitter. This was a random grid, no qualifying. It set the lineup for us. Kevin Anderson will start there in the second position. Nick Jezabowski, I believe that's how that's pronounced, will start next to Brandon Trajembo. Cody Beatty and Jacob Gladulich, or Drift as we know him as, he'll start there in the 6th position. Michael Steffen, Sam Fontaine, they are going to be 2 fast guys right there. We'll start 7th and 8th. Mark Herzog, Ed Kerstetter, and Curran Beckler are going to be the top 10, or 11, I should say, cars in this race, as they will go 50 laps around this little thing that we call Oxford Plains. They said they wanted to do a race on a short track, and I said, all right, we can do that in a modified car. No problem. So I put them on the shortest of them all, Oxford Plains. This is going to be fun. Again, the cool thing is you can chat with me. I hope I can see both chats. Right now I've got the Restream app, which is what I'm using to stream on both. That app is up, and I see like Dark Plagueis is here. I see Wilms is here. A lot of drivers in here, but we're about to go racing 50 laps, and I don't know where the 56 is going. He jumped to start, though. He might have got black flag throughout. We'll see what iRacing calls on that, but Ralph Fasano going to lead him to the green. And here we go. Oh, we got to turn the audio up because these guys are very quiet. Maybe that's my end. Hey, Fasano going to lead lap 1 there in the TikTok mobile. A lot of these drivers, one, have never ran this track before, but also have never seen this track before on iRacing. So if you've never seen this track, welcome to this circle, pretty much, of racing. Look at Ralph leading 2 laps in the books here as he goes up the track. And Anderson gonna go to the bottom. It tags Ralph, and the tic-tac mobile goes spinning, and that'll bring the caution out. He tried. I'll give him that. Pace car's up on the hill. Let's go see what happened to Mr. Fasano, the New York man, the tic-tac. Led 4 laps, I'll give him that. Everybody deserves a shout out, including MF Atomica, whoever you are. Ralph just went too wide off that corner and he gets tagged. No harm, no foul. I think everybody's going to get through. Almost drove it off the beam there. And we continue on. Appreciate the viewers tonight. Not sure exactly how many I have, but I'll take it. I know I got a few on Twitch here. I'm using my phone actually to look at Twitch. There we go. 2 viewers on Twitch. I'll take it. Better than none. And 11 over here on YouTube. I'll take that. Yeah, that was 4 laps. A lot of the drivers watching tonight going to be in the second heat race. There are bonus points for the top 10 finishers in the heats tonight. Yeah, 11 on the tube, I see. 12 now. And then whatever on face or on Twitch. I'll take it. All right, pace car's off. Here we go. This is Kevin Anderson to the green flag. Nick Jezabowski, Brandon Trajembo as Trajembo gets to the inside. Now, a reminder, the bottom line is the fastest around here. In case you haven't figured that out by now, the bottom is the fastest way around here. It's literally, I mean, the best way you can put it, if you look at the old CBS logo, so 3 wide back here in the back, drifts in the middle. That's the 75 cars, Ed Kerstetter. And the 78 of Cody Beatty going backwards. All right, up to 13, I'll take it. Laps around here at 14 seconds. Basically, a lap around Bristol is a lap around Oxford Plains in a modified. Now, the good thing about these SK modifieds, these cars are actually only 2 gears. There's a low gear and a high gear, and that's it. So you don't have to worry about shifting and all that, so Wilms would be really good in here. Hey, let's ride with Gru, a.k.a. Samuel Fontaine. He's going to be somebody hard to beat tonight. Look, you're literally turning the whole entire time. Go, that's close. Kerstetter trying to get to the inside there. Jezebowski, who is going backwards once again. I mean, this is like Martinsville, basically. When you're running the high side, the freight train goes bye-bye right on through. And we got a battle for the lead starting to shape up here. Shijembo looking to the low side of Kevin Anderson. Yeah, back here, 3 wide again. Oh, no, Cody, hold on. Over the berm. Oh, I thought he went over. See if he can get going and stay on the lead lap here. Nope, he does. Oh, and that's probably going to bring the caution out. It does. Caution out. Cody not able to get going. Good job by him by staying off the track there and making sure that nobody hits him. So second caution, lap 16. Let's watch Cody have an adventure through the dirt here. He almost, oh, he did catch the berm. Oh, here we go. Whee! Let's do it again. You got to watch out. This curve down here will bite you. And it bit Cody, and not only that, he goes over the anthill. And sticks the lane. Second caution out. Nobody coming to pit road. Only 1 set of tires tonight to work with in the main event. So these guys got to get used to running on this low set of tires. Nice. Ooh. My tablet fall down. Pulled out my old tablet that I've had. Kind of forgot I had it. Let's see if anybody's over in my Discord. If so, I could talk to them. If not, I might have to go chase people tonight. Which I'm not. Hey, we got one guy, whoever we roared are. Don't know who that is. All right. Check over here on my Twitch buddies. Hello to my friends on Twitch. I'm checking you out on my phone right now. All 2 of you. I think this will be another way for us to get out there and, yeah, it is very warm, isn't it? To get out here and get out to more people and stuff like that. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and put this out next caution. I'm going to put out a pretty big announcement that I think you people are going to like. I know y'all like big announcements. All right, got to come back to the green. Kevin Anderson, Brandon Trejembo, Stefan Herzog, Fontaine. What's the trend of all 5 of those guys? They're all part of the Short Track Super League, so it makes sense that the short track guys are up front. Watching the main event, we'll be talking about pit road a little bit tonight. Oh, Kerstetter gets turned. They're 4 wide. On this track, they're 4 wide. Down to throw up, more contact, more beating and banging. Nice save by Kerstetter. See if we can get a replay of that real quick. Oh, Drift got in the back of them. Yeah, they're right there. They're 4 wide, down to 3. Smallest track in iRacing, they're 3 wide. Well, asphalt, that is. Everybody's still on the lead lap. Cody Beatty actually, yep, he's right there on the end of the lead lap. As Anderson leads this train of cars. Now, of course, practice was set up at 8 o'clock this morning. We're now at noontime up here in Oxford Plains. And after this race, well, we'll move to the 2:30 Eastern time, which will be the feature. Yeah, why not 4 wide, right? 4 wide on this track. Who says you can't do it? As Kerstetter goes to the inside of Zabowski, I believe that's, I don't know how you pronounce his name, and I'm sorry, Nick, if I'm getting it wrong. The New York driver there running in the 9th position now. And up front for the lead, Shijembo. One of the cars who practiced this week going to the front. Fontaine got the curve back there, almost got curb stomped. That's going to allow Herzog to the outside here, the In-N-Out Burger car. I'm sure Joe Petrick's watching, wanting some In-N-Out Burger. One of the rare burger places I have not eaten at. So you got 2 packs here. You got Drift leading the second one. Oh, Drift gets turned and saves it. Caution out, though. Let's see what happens to him. Oh, wow, a big pile. Oh, he gets turned right there by the, trying to see who that is behind him. That might be Kern Beckler, the 35 that got into him. It is Kern, yep. Kern gets him in the rear there, just kind of nerfs him out of the way, uses the old chrome horn, as they call it. And that brings the caution out, and they all have to check up for the pace car. Watch this. All right, holding up for the pace car. Everybody piling. Oh, look at, whoa, nice move by the pace car. That was impressive. I don't think he hit a car either. Look at this move, boys. Richard Schwint driving the pace car tonight. Clear. That might have been the sweetest thing I've ever seen right there. Let's go on board with Stefan and watch that one more time. That right there is the move of the race. Watch this here. Zing! That's impressive right there. I have too much time in my life. All right, 35 laps in the books next time by. And that is why they call him Drift. And Joe's hungry. Got him in the In-N-Out Burger mode. Joe, by the way, go to the bathroom now, please. Joe Petrick, report to the potty. All right, pace car going to come back off pit road, or onto pit. Nope, we got a lap to go here. But hey, I wanted to share, we have signed on a 5th league to be broadcasted coming up starting next Friday night. Yep, next Friday night. The Blown Piston Racing League that has a truck series that runs on Friday nights and a Xfinity series, Clash series they like to call it. It's going to be running on Sunday nights. We'll be broadcasting them starting next Friday night at 9 o'clock Eastern time as the pace car pulls off, and they'll be the last race before their chase actually kicks off. So we'll be right there for the big time kicks off for that league, and I'll explain some circumstances that are taking place actually in that league. As a restart here at 14 to go, these guys starting to beat and bang. Short track racing. Michael Steffen up to second, Herzog to third, Kerstetter, Fontaine are top 5. Remember, bonus points on the line. Beckler falling back. Right now, Cody Beatty, the only driver who will not get bonus points when it's over with. Watching Fontaine here, he's trying to cross over a little bit on the 75, but as long as you can hold down that curve, there's nobody getting around you. But the trick is being able to hold down that curve the whole entire time. Oh, it's Fontaine is spinning onto pit road. And that's probably going to be a penalty because you self-spin on the pit road, that's a penalty. We'll have to see how that gets called. Unbelievable, but the guy that I arguably think could be the favorite in this race is going to start last. Jembo got a half second on Stefan Herzog in third. Kerstetter in drift. Ed Kerstetter actually from the LMC, or I got to get used to this one, TI Racing, which used to be the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series. This year, this series is going to have a different sponsor starting Monday night when we broadcast that race from Long Beach. I'm going to have to get used to that. As Kevin Anderson under attack. Remember, Kevin started, oh, no, that's not Kevin. Kevin's up in front here. That's Kern Beckler going by Zabowski for position. Kevin Anderson started up front. One car stopped on the front. Something happened to Ralph. Ralph having some issues here. Ralph just bought this track probably about 2 hours ago, he said. Oh, he blew up. Huh. Boom goes the dynamite on that one. Caution out for that one. And pretty much a little bump and run, a little chrome hornage. Two to go. Brandon Trujembo, one of the cars that did practice. This shows you how much practice is important here at a track like this. As they see the white flag this time, final lap in heat race number 1. We'll get ready for heat race number 2 after this. And Trujembo going to be the pole sitter tonight, I believe, with that win in heat race number 1. Stefan Herzog, Kerstetter, Drift going to finish 5th with Kern Beckler, Kevin Anderson, Jezebowski, and he gone. Cody takes the bonus point and runs with it. All right, and that'll allow us to grid up for heat race number 2. Before we do that, we will look real quickly at heat race number 1 and the results from that one. Right there, you see him: Trujembo, Stefan Herzog, Ed Kerstetter, Drift, Beckler, Anderson, Jezebowski, Beatty, Fasano, and Sam Fontaine going to finish in the 11th position. Grew is not going to be a happy camper after that. And sirens going off outside my house as we look at the starting lineup. This is race number 2. Lucas Josephson from the Great Lakes Truck Series will start on the pole. Alongside him, Sean Peachin. Andy Moore, the Virginia driver, going to start there in third alongside Dave Rowe. He is going to be a sleepy one to watch tonight. Dave has run over 200 laps this week on this track. Joe Petrick and Ford going to start 5th and 6th. J.W. Miller, Michael Benedetto, River Hayes, and Caitlin Height. She's going to be one to watch this evening, starting their shotgun on the field. Hope you guys are enjoying the action so far. As pace car going to pull off. And actually, I just realized something. Andy Moore is going to lead him to the green here, not Lucas. And they're 3 wide into turn 1, and Dave gets turned. Oh, no. Where's Lucas Josephson? He didn't start the race. And no caution either. Well, Sean Peachin leads him back to turn 1. Andy Moore gets a little bit of the horn going down to turn 1 as J.W. Miller goes wide. That was a wild start. Now let's go back and see what transpired on that, but basically it all happened from just a rough start there or something. I noticed Andy was the pole sitter, and it all transpired from there. Andy gets the green. Oh, and Joe slides up into Dave. Maybe some miscommunication or something there. I think Drift gets a piece of it, and I can't tell who that white and blue car is. Might be Michael Benedetto. Gets a piece of it. Yep. The River Hayes has gone to the front here at lap number 6. John Peachin, Caitlin Height up to 3rd after starting 10th. Andy Moore, or J.W. Miller 4th, and Andy Moore 5th. Caitlin looking underneath of Sean there for a second, not able to make the move there. You can see this is going to be an issue. I'm working on my tablet, guys, don't mind me. Trying to get everything set up here where I can see everything and talk to you guys on all my settings. There's Katie. Caitlin, funny story on her number. She comes out last week and says, hey, pick a number for me. All right, so I threw it to the league. I said, all right, you guys pick a number for Caitlin. And, of course, there's the inside joke with her and Ford. So Caitlin got the 71, which is Ford's number. Now, Ford's supposed to be number 00, but unfortunately, he got in here before I could set his number. So he's lucky enough to get 18 tonight. Hayes pulling out to a 1.5 second lead already, and Sean is just trying to hold on to second here. Caitlin all over him. 11 laps in the ball, and Katie gets underneath for second and going to take it. Now let's see if Katie can work down on the number 81. As he comes up on the back of Michael Benedetto already. You're going to see a lot of lap cars tonight, and that's going to play a role in this race with this just shy of 4/10 of a mile oval, or circle, whatever you want to call it. Now, for the drivers who are watching the stream right now and you're about to get in this race, this next 5 minutes after this heat race, there's going to be a 5-minute warm-up. My suggestion to you is get out there and find your pit stall. Only because, oh, somebody blew up. Ford, or is that Benedetto blew up? Benedetto blew up. Benedetto going to take the 25 off the track. He'll still get a bonus point at least for finishing 9th in the race. So Katie holding strong, but unfortunately falling back just a little bit. About 2 seconds or so. The River just continues to log laps here. Last time by a 14.9. Katie right there with him. Everybody pretty much 14 and 15 second laps. So, you know, tonight going to be all about tire fall off and how much you can hold on to them. You know, one set of tires, you can get 100 laps out of them. Go get another set and go another 100 laps to get to the finish. Now, I'm starting to talk about a little bit the new series that we're going to be broadcasting starting next Friday night, the Blown Piston Racing League. That was a league I was actually racing in. and I'm actually, believe it or not, going into this race right outside the chase, going into the final race at Phoenix. However, worked the deal out with the league and basically said, hey, I'll broadcast your races, no problem, because these guys are good people and I want to see this league succeed because they got tons of sponsorship. However, they're allowing the team I race for to put another driver in that vehicle, and those points are actually going to count towards my points, and there's a chance that I technically could make the chase without racing. So I think it's a pretty good trade-off. So I'm in the booth next week. So Friday night next week, we'll go on the air for that at about 7:40 or so. I'm sorry, 8:40, because that's a 9 o'clock start at Phoenix. Andy Moore doing a good job here in fourth. He ran some laps of practice. I believe he was there Thursday night in the Canto car. J.W. Miller back here in this number 33, the Dodge. Number 33. And Joe Petrick back here in the sixth position. He was involved in that accident. He is running strong right now still. And then Dave Rowe back here. Dave, a little off the pace with the damage on that 22. He's probably not too thrilled to start this race where he is. Considering all the laps of practice Dave did run this week. Lead up to 3.5 seconds from Hayes to Height. Now the good news about this Captain Invitational Series, this track will favor all different drivers. Like tonight, yes, probably will favor the short track guys in the short track Super League. But then next month we run the Daytona 500. That's probably going to favor more of, the guys who are used to running the big ovals and the super speedways and stuff. Later on this season, we'll run the Indianapolis 500 in a Lotus 79. Probably going to feature IndyCar guys. We're going to run some dirt races. Who knows who's going to be the advantage in that one. So Plagueis, question for you, the just give them a little bonk and they'll move. Is that bonk like a honking of the horn of like a clown bonk? Like honk honk type noise? Just curious. So caution free here in this second heat race so far, and already 17 laps to go. Dave Rowe trying to catch his good friend Joe Petrick up in front there. Oh, and Andy Moore's gone around. Andy Moore, right here in turn number 3, has come out and brought the first caution out. I mentioned the caution-free word. I had to do it, didn't I? Good job, Scala. Oh, look out! Ford about killed him. Well, let's see what happens to the Virginia driver, Andy Moore. Somehow able to fit his 6'10" frame in that car. Oh, do you go get tires here? Oh, he got the curve. And then got the grass and spins. What are you sighing about? Well, yeah, iRacing Super Speedway could be one. Daytona's always one, but you never know. Wave around, gonna go to Michael Benedetto. Maybe the 87s at Charlotte later on in May will work. Yes, we're running the World 600 in the 87s, so. And that's all going to be in one day, by the way. I've got it set up on the schedule. Joe Petrick to pit road. The Lotus 79s and the Charlotte race in one day on a Monday. And I have been asked to potentially host an F1 race that morning to try to do the triple. And I'm curious to know if anybody in iRacing's ever done the triple on a broadcast. Might be a challenge worth accepting right there, my friends. So Joe Petrick is in. He took tires. Not sure if he took 2 or 4. But he's got some feel goods on that car. And I think J.W. Miller did also. Oh, he's coming to pit road now. Good experiment to try here, potentially. All right, going to get one to go this time by. River Hayes going to bring him back to the green. He's led most of this race. Caitlin Height there in second. Dave Rowe now up to third. Is that right? Yeah, he's fourth behind Sean Peachin. Now the fresh tires, fifth and sixth here. Joe Petrick and J.W. Miller have four Mr. Feelgoods. Can he work? We'll see how good these things are. All right, Hayes is on it. Crowd very excited. So excited they don't move. Joe all over the back bumper. Sean Peachin back here in the fourth position. He's got JW there with even fresher tire. Oh, JW gets a little loose. Joe looks to the bottom. Door shut on him. Joe's going to try the high lane. Or crossover maybe? Is he going to? Now, Joe wouldn't put the fender to somebody, do you think? Not Joe. Oh, 21 caught the curve inside. 3. 5 to go next time by. Oh, Joe moves him up the track. Yeah, Joe. Sorry, I don't mean to cheer him up, but this is awesome. I know I'm supposed to be unbiased, but Joe Petrick might be the cleanest guy in iRacing history. And I just watched him use the fender on somebody. He just put the chrome horn to the 21. Wilms, did you teach him that? Turn 3 and 4, 2 laps to go. All right, white flag. River Hayes showing he might be a dominant car tonight to watch in this 81. He's pulled away to about a second on Caitlin Height. Oh, and Joe's off track. Joe is spun around as Hayes going to take the checker. Joe Petrick goes whoopsies around in turn number 2. I think he... Oh, and he climbs the beam. Climbs the anthill. All right, so I'm going to talk to the drivers really quickly here, guys. All right, guys, 2 fantastic races. Got a 3-minute warm up, or 5 minutes. What do I do? 5-minute warm up. This is basically for you to go find your pit stall. So if you want to run a couple laps and then go find your pit stall, feel free to. Just so you know where you are in that kind of point. So just remember, 2 or 3 of you are going to be pitting on that second stretch. So I just wanted to let you know that. So great racing so far, guys. All right, so there you go. The field is going to be set now. And the final results real quickly from that second heat race. River Hayes wins it. Caitlin Height, J.W. Miller, Sean Peachin, Dave Rowe, Joe Petrick, Andy Moore, Ford, Michael Benedetto, and Lucas Josephson did not start the race. So we'll see if Lucas is here for the main event here. by here and run a couple laps. And we're going to step away for a quick second, and we'll be right back here as you're watching the New Year's Throwdown. Happy New Year's, everybody, on Captain TV.
And he is going to kick off the new season with a win at Texas Motor Speedway. J.W. Miller. Stripe, Brandon Jackson has won at Talladega. Coming to the line, side by side. And Thomas Harmon has got the win. Not going to be enough. His second career start, his first career win. Justin Gann has won at Nashville.
I still say to this day, it's kind of weird hearing your own voice. But anyways, that's just me. But there you go. Back at it next week. Michigan Speedway going to be the spot. All right, so hopefully everybody found their pit stalls and are ready to go here, because we are about to go racing for 200 laps around Oxford Plains Speedway. Raceway, whatever. As the grid up here will of course, Oxford Plains Speedway up in Oxford, Maine. And its big race actually is the Oxford 250, which was run on August 30th last year. "47 years of that race. Leave it to Katie to go backwards over the hill. Oh, that's right. I said 5 minutes, not 3 minutes. I'm thinking it's a 3-minute practice. I'm like, why have they not started yet? Don't mind me. Who set up this race anyways? But Oxford Plains Speedway, a 3/8 mile track. It's up in Oxford, Maine. Was built in 1950. It was actually a half-mile track, was shortened down to 3/8 mile. Seating of about 14,000. It is actually the largest seating capacity of any sporting venue in the state of Maine. The NASCAR at the time, Busch Series, has run races here. Busch North has run here. And the Oxford 250 has been a majority of different series and that kind of thing. I mean, we could have done 250 here, but 200's off. And believe it or not, this stadium, Wilms, you'll like this one, being the Hard Rock guy you are. This stadium actually hosted, or the track I should say, hosted the Monsters of Rock Festival back June of 1988. This schedule right for this show had Van Halen, Scorpions, Dokken, Metallica, and Kingdom Come were all of that show. Now there was a show the day before. That one was unfortunately canceled. But also the Grateful Dead in 1988 is performed here. So some pretty big concerts had been here at this track before. The Oxford 250 now is actually a super late model race that happens at this track, part of the past tour. So there you go. Some history about Oxford Plains Speedway. As you see, they will line up by how they finished in both heat races. The inside row will be all the drivers from heat race number 1, heat race number 2. The drivers will start on the outside as Brandon Trajembo will start on the pole alongside River Hayes. Michael Steffen and Caitlin Height going to start 3rd and 4th. Mark Herzog, J.W. Miller will be row number 3. Row number 4, Ed Kerstetter and Sean Peachin. Row number 5, Jacob Gladulicher Drift, alongside Dave Rowe. Curran Beckler, Joe Petrick, row number 6. Row number 7, Kevin Anderson, Andy Moore. Row number 8 is Nick Jazabowski and James Jacobs, or Ford. Cody Beatty, Michael Benedetto. Ralph Fasano, Lucas Josephson, if he gridded. I don't see Lucas. And Sam Fontaine will start dead last. So 20 cars will start this race and go for 200 laps around this 3/8 mile oval. This car blinking out just a little bit here. They will have one set of tires. They will not need fuel to go the distance. They have enough fuel to make it all the way to the finish of this race. That was purposely done because these pit stops can be very, very slow in this car. So here we go. We've hosted races for a very long time when it comes to hosted sessions and big races. Now we start a season of hosted fun races called the Captain Invitational. And this is race 1, the New Year's Throwdown from Oxford Plains. Trujembo leads at Hayes. Caitlin Height there in third. You got Michael Steffen and Mark Herzog, your top 5. People having some blinky issues here. Let me see. That might be something I can fix real quickly. Stand by, because I do have this turned down low. Yep. It's apologies for this. Let's bump that up to that number. We'll make that work. Bada bing. Everybody should pop up on the screen now. And already battle for the lead is River Hayes looking on Trujembo. Now the one thing that is interesting about this series, I've set up the old NASCAR point system for this race, for this series. So basically what that means is the racing back in the 90s, when you saw the 185, 180, 175, that is the point system here. There's no penalty points for incidents, and all the bonus points that you see happen tonight for leading a lap, leading the most laps, and all that stuff, just like in the past, that's the point system for this series. No ifs, ands, or buts. 6 laps in the books. Everybody pretty much holding their own right now. See side-by-side battling, just good front to back here racing. Baffled there for a second. Anyways, thought I had some issues going on. Anyways, Michael Steffen off the track. A little issue there with the 669, or the 69 as we know him on our screen. Not sure if he got a little loose there off the corner, caught the curve, able to save it and hold on to that 4th position. Back here, Dave Rowe on the move. Look at Dave inside the 35 of Curran Beckler. This is for the 10th position. Dave started in 10th. Outside line, you're able to, Dave pushes him wide a little bit, and he'll take that position. Here comes the 56 on by. That's Anderson. Oh, contact! Beatty gets into Beckler. And that brings the first caution out. Just a lazy spin after contact. A pretty wild start, I would say, huh? Beckler fought hard on that outside. Dave kind of pushes him up the track a little bit. That brings the 56 in here. Let's see, the 78 is going to come in. And just close racing, I think, there. You can't blame anybody for that. And that brings the caution out for the first time. These guys do have 2 resets tonight if they choose. As Trajembo has led all 15 laps so far. You'll see popping up on the screen here in about 3 seconds, if I can get it to do correctly here. We will show you the schedule for the series. Right there on the screen, as you see, here's the Throwdown right here. You got the Daytona 500 next February 19th, which is Friday night, I believe. So we'll have to look at that. That might actually have to change date-wise since I got the new broadcast. So again, some of these may change. March 21st, right now scheduled to be dirt street stocks. We're going to talk about that. That could change also. As we're getting ready to go back to green, the Indy Cars, Michigan 500 here. Iowa 400 returns in November. So a lot of great races shaping up for us again. Some of these are going to be subject to change, of course, because I don't know what the future plans have for me. As you know, I just added on a series last second today. You never know. All right, pace car going to pull in. Trajembo going to lead him back to the green. River Hayes going to be second. Here we go. Caitlin Height, Michael Steffen, Mark Herzog, your top 5. Look at them all scatter out here. Oh, contact Dave. That's going to bring out the second caution. I think Dave and maybe the 82 of Jezebowski got into each other. Let's see. Hopefully Dave has no damage on that car. Just everybody spread out wide, trying to avoid each other. Oh, it's actually, oh, I see. The drift got into Dave, who got into JW. So we have USRC on USRC beating and banging going on here. And Dave looks like no damage on that 22, so going to make out pretty well there. So second caution out. See how our viewers are looking here. Got 3 over on Twitch. I'll take that for a first night on Twitch. And what, 10 over here? Okay. Not bad. My car ain't dead yet, is it? Am I talking to me? Oh, it's as we'll come back to the green here at lap number 23 of this race. And no, my car's not dead yet. As we'll come back racing here, and Trujillo leads Height, and Hayes, Steffen, Herzog, Kerstetter, your top 6. Sean Peachin and J.W. Miller down into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, contact, 21. Peachin goes around after contact with Steffen. No caution. He spun off the track. Steffen's going to take the short way around the track and going to come off 3 wide. Tough break there for both of those drivers. But cooler heads do prevail. Let's see what transpires. But the 21 just kind of drifts up into the 669. Everybody saves it. So no harm, no foul. Just unfortunately lost some track position there. As we continue on, Trajembo continuing to lead here. I forgot to take Discord off my screen. That'll happen. You get the choppiness sometimes when I forget to take my Discord off or something. Good short track. What night are we at? It's Saturday night, isn't it? Saturday night racing. There's Cody Beatty. Started back in the tail end of the field there. And the one car, the Benedetto, goes around. The 25 is spun. And I think Ralph Fasano has blown another tic-tac. As caution comes out for a third time. Let's see what happened to the 25. There's Benedetto, a moneymaker car. Oh, he gets turned by somebody. Somebody give him the horn. And that somebody's Andy Moore. Andy just kind of goes wide in the corner and just kind of gives him the nerve. And Ralph gets into the back of Dave Rowe. So just short track accident there. And everybody going to continue on with caution at lap 31. Fast-paced race going on here so far. Of course, only one set of tires, and I see a couple cars have been on pit road. Not sure if that's to use reset or what this is. I'm guessing these are to use resets potentially. Use one of the two they have because it's only about 4 to 8 seconds on pit road, these guys. And obviously, you're not going to top off fuel that quick. We'll have to see what transpires with that situation there. But Jembo going to lead him back to the green here at lap number 33 in this race. Here in the first Captain Invitational race of 2021. Everybody using their patience for the most part. Look at Ed Kerstetter up there in the 4th position. That guy's an IndyCar guy for TI Racing. He's out here driving a modified to 7-Up mobile. We ride with Ed. Caitlin Height there in front of him. Now, Caitlin, I didn't know this until this week. These paint schemes that she runs are actually F1 paint schemes that somebody actually in Trayton Paints makes for stock cars. So if you're someone who likes watching the F1 racing, basically this is right up your alley right here. You literally see how these guys are not even straight at all. The wheel is turned the whole entire time. That's what makes Oxford Plains such a fun raceway, or speedway, whatever they call it today. Laps around here in 14 seconds. Issues for Ford. Oh, and 2 cars get together. 1 car goes for a ride. Is that Sean over there? Sean Peachin. Boy, he got sent to the concession stand almost over here. See what happened to Sean. I look up and I see a car flying. Oh, and Dave gets into the 25 and Sean goes for bam into the wall. It's one of those wrong place, wrong time situations here. We're going to have to ride with Sean on this one. This is a lick. Bing. Oh, boy. Into the barrier over there. And Sean is on pit road. And he's going to stay on the lead lap, use a reset. And everybody's still on the lead lap here. Almost quarter distance already into this race. Not even 15 minutes in. Appreciate all the viewers watching tonight. If you are watching, you can obviously stream us or sit subscribed. You're streaming us right now. Duh. Actually going to take advantage of a post here real quickly as I see Scott Wise put a little post up promoting our Scott Wise is one of the Blown Piston League owners, him and his wife Lauren. Good people. Take advantage. I'm going to share. Somebody put a thumbs down on my Wilms. Was that you? That's a very Wilms move of you. All right, back to green. Trujembo leading. Hayes, Haight, Herzog, 3 H's and a Kerstetter. As Kerstetter going to get passed on the inside by Herzog, the 57 In-N-Out Burger. Mobile going to go inside to 7-Up. That's a mix right there. A burger and a 7-Up. Can't go wrong with it. J.W. Miller up to 5th. Drift is up to 6th. I make that 7th, I should say. Miller's 6th. As these guys back here all side by side here towards the back. I believe none of them have gone to tires yet, which is probably a good thing. You do not want to run 150 laps on your only set of tires that you're going to have left. River Hayes has not been able to get that run on Trujembo. But I will say River Hayes is all over Brandon here off of 2. Can he get the run? Not able to. Brandon protects the bottom. Ooh, it's close. Caitlin Height just kind of waiting to pounce here in case these two get together or whatever might happen. That's we're quarter distance in. You'll see all the logos in the top right corner of all the leagues that represented on Captain TV. It's my way of giving a shout out to them. Of course, the announcement made with Blown Piston Racing League coming on board Captain TV starting next Friday. We'll get their logo up in the future here and a part of the family of broadcasting leagues. As Michael Steffen here, the guy that is putting up a t-shirt, by the way, tonight to the winner of this race. Moneymaker Motorsports and owner of the Short Track Super League, running in the 8th position. All about saving the tires tonight. Here, Kevin Anderson, the New Jersey driver, running in the 11th position. Up on the back of Kern Beckler. So let's talk about schedules for this week. We are back on the air starting Monday night. TI Racing, formerly the LMCgear.com iRacing IndyCar Series. They are, again, part of TI Racing's the league name. Grublets on Ice going to be sponsoring their series this season. So it's a TI Racing Grublets on Ice IndyCar Series at Long Beach coming up Monday night. We'll have that for you as always at 7:45. Gary Godso will be back in the booth with me again this season, unless I haven't been told something. And then Thursday night, Short Track Super League, a doubleheader this season. Thursday at 8 o'clock, and then a race afterwards with super late models and tour modifieds. And the chrome horn being used on the leader. Hayes gave him the bumper. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Oh, more contact and he clears him. So lead change, number 1 at lap 60. Kalen Height there in the 3rd position, doing a good job with Mark Herzog, Ed Kerstetter, J.W. Miller, all these guys. Look at this globble of a mess. I don't even know if that's a word. I think I just made up a word again. A Scalaism. Or Captainism. We'll go with that one too. Curran Beckler looking underneath of Kevin Anderson there in front of him. You see the 14 of Drift, Jacob Gladulich there. Dave Rowe right behind him. He's worked his way back up to the 12th position after being involved. And actually, Drift almost getting in the back bumper to the 35. This is what they call short track racing right here at its finest. How do you manage your tires and keep the car under you and not lose positions? Drift out of shape. Dave's going to go to the outside. Dave wasn't able to complete the pass, and now it's going to get really tough for him. You see these cars starting to slide around now with these older tires. We appreciate all the viewers watching tonight on Twitch or YouTube. Of course, tonight broadcasting on both. Doing some experimenting tonight. Might be something we do this season for viewers to pick whatever platform they want to watch us on. Cars getting all types of out of shape here. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you'll be able to know when we're on the air each and every night. I mentioned the Short Track Super League doubleheader on Thursday night, and then, of course, next Friday night, the debut of the Blown Piston Racing League over on Captain TV here at Phoenix Raceway for their final race of the regular season. Should be a fun one there. Ed Kerstetter here in the 5th position. Hayes starting to stretch it out a little bit, 0.7 of a second, but he's coming up on the back of lap traffic. Michael Steffen, he's gone by J.W. Miller up to the 6th position. The car on the move, and remember I told you earlier, the guy we need to watch tonight, we haven't said much about him in this race, but here he is. Samuel Fontaine started dead last, 21st or 20th, is up to the 8th position now, just slowly working his way up there through the field. That 91 definitely showing his powers. He's going to go by JW. JW's like, here, just please pass left. And lets him go by. So you're starting to see the comers and goers now in this race with the older tires. Lap times falling off some about a half second to about 3/4 of a second. And we've been green now for, seems about 30 to 40 laps or so, I would say. River Hayes comes up on the back of Ralph Asana there in the 15. He's going to be the first car to put a lap down in the 20th position. Gazabowski's right there in front of him. Joe Petrick, Andy Moore. First 3 or 4 going to go a lap down here potentially. Got to be patient with these guys and see. Ralph's going to give way, so he moves up and lets him go. No competition cautions. We talked about it, but we decided not to because you know what? They can use the tires whenever. And most of these guys could. Matter of fact, Dave Rowe in a practice Friday night or Thursday night ran 200 straight laps on tires. And he said his tires were only down to about 60%. So you could go all the way on these tires. Puts Falsano a lap down as there are lucky dogs in the race, so If he gets a caution here quickly, he'll be back on. But you guys getting their green flag groove on now. Herstetter's come up on the back bumper of Herzog here. This is for the 4th position. See the blackness of the track starting to get dark. Of course, with all the laps of green here, the rubber getting laid down, it's not really going to open up the track to multi-group racing because we're racing on a circle, but at least gives that outside line a little bit of a chance, or even a chance to dime in a corner, as they call it in short track racing. As on the bottom, don't shut the door on him. Herzog almost got hip checked there by Kerstetter, who moves to 4th. Back here, a whole group of USRC guys. You got Drift back here, Sean Peachin. Drift in here, Dave Rowe, Cody Beatty, James Jacobs. Matter of fact, all 5 of them are USRC. Oh, one car on the hill! Just hit the anthill and went flying. Benedetto. That's going to bring the caution out with authority. We might have to award bonus points for this one. Oh, and more contact. What happened there? Maybe Benedetto trying. I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe some miscommunication there or something. I want to say. I want to give the benefit of the doubt there because he's got a smoking car, but who knows? Let's go back and see what happened to the old 25er as he goes flying over the anthill. We have our first anthill victory, victim of the feature here. Let's see. Oh, he gets tagged by Joe Petrick. Oh boy, zing! And then Joe checks up to let him go past him. Oh, that's the ultimate add to insult right there. So Benedetto has the last pit stall there, and unfortunately going to be 3 laps down, and not sure if he used his reset or not there, as we are 12 laps from halfway. So, who comes here to get tires, maybe? Kerstetter came in. I think he took his tires here. So he's going to try to play a strategy, I think, to jump the leaders, potentially. Pit now, and if he gets another caution, say in about 10 laps or so, he might just jump to the front. Double up here and we'll get ready to go back to racing here at lap 90. Believe it or not, we're almost halfway and we're not even 30 minutes into this race. This is how fast the laps are around this track. Andy Moore 2 laps down. I just noticed in the 45. Not sure what happened to him. We'll go back to racing here, lap 90. 10 laps shy of halfway. And River Hayes, what a good jump. We'll have to keep an eye on Ed Kerstetter back there. He has tires. Caitlin going to move up to 3rd. Miller going to get by Fontaine. You see Fontaine just quickly just lets him by and gets to the bottom. It is the quickest way around this track by far. And up the track goes JW. Underneath goes Fontaine, the man I call Gru. moving up a spot. Go back here, watch the 7-Up car of Ed Kerstetter. He's right there behind the 18 of Ford, James Jacobs. Looking underneath Curran Beckler. Kerstetter's going to be patient, I think, with these tires, trying to save them a little bit because you still got 105 laps to run them on. So much great racing here on this track. Some tight racing going on here. You got your teammates here from Moneymaker Motorsports. Michael Steffen, the Carolina driver, and of course the Canadian driver of Samuel Fontaine. Mark Herzog there in front of him. 3 out of the top 6, so 50%. Actually, I'm sorry, 5 out of the top 6, all from the Short Track Super League. So as I mentioned, this series is going to favor drivers from different leagues because of where we go. So we're on a short track. Of course, the guys who run the modifieds and the super lates, they're going to be up front. And then, of course, with the 500 next month, you'll probably see more of the truck series and those kind of drivers being up front, which, of course, is the wild card when you think of Daytona. So anybody can win that thing. Here, Joe Petrick, Cody Beatty, the 78 car. Cody, the man behind the promos that you see. You saw the promo, just a little video we played on the air. Shout out to Cody for putting all that together. Actually, going to start working on an intro video, I think, here in the near future. J.W. Miller kind of holding up the pack here a little bit. You know, when there's a gap in front of you and there's a pile of cars behind you, that's when you know you're kind of holding people up. And J.W. gets to the high side here. Drift's going to go by. Here comes Dave Rowe. 21 of Peach in there to the inside. There's Kerstetter right there in the 4 tires. And shout out to the viewers watching us this evening, especially if you're a newcomer. Hit that follow button or subscribe, whatever you're watching on tonight. If you're on Twitch or on YouTube watching. JW maybe going to find a spot in line there. He does, right behind Ford, but Curran Beckler trying to stick his nose in there and does so. Ooh, little contact, more contact. As JW tries to fit a square into a with a circle into a square into a circle. Too many shapes, too late at night for shapes. Oh, Drift having some issues. He's out of shape. A separate pack of cars here is River Hayes with a 1.1 second lead over Shijembo. Caitlin Height there in third. Herzog and Steffen now your top 5. And then you have a gap from Fontaine of 2.5 seconds back to Dave Rowe now up to 7th. He's taken a couple of incidents earlier tonight, but he is doing okay right now. Peach into the inside of Drift. Oh, and Drift gets the door opened up for Kerstetter, going to go by. So Kerstetter up to the 9th position now. Oh, and Peach catches the apron. That might not help him. And Kerstetter drives it right in there. That's how quick those tires are. You see the run he got in the corner there? I mean, he has set sail. Cars on the lead lap. 5 cautions so far, which is fantastic. It's got a smile on my face. Let's go up here to third as the Moneymaker boys starting to work their way up here on the 57 of Herzog. Out the back spoiler here. You see Stefan right there, and you see Fontaine right behind him. Now there is one other Tour Modified car scheduled on the season, and that is, I believe, October is when I put it on there, but it's New Hampshire and a 250 lap race in a Tour Mod. Now these are the SKs, so there will be a second modified race later on in the season at New Hampshire, because let's face it, New Hampshire and modifieds just put fantastic racing on. River going to some lap traffic there, passing Michael Benedetto. Going to come up on Andy Moore. Andy's going to open up the high side here and go by. Now, update, Kerstetter did get by Dave Rowe, so move Ed up to 7th now as he starts to make way. Last time by Ed, a 15:10, which is about the same as the leaders. And the advantage of these tires might have starting to fall off. Up front, Herzog under attack. Here comes Stefan. He's going to claw, and he gets contact with him, and his teammate saves him. Herzog gets in the back of Stefan, who gets turned sideways. And basically Fontaine straightens him back out, but the 75 of Kerstetter takes full advantage. Now the question is, how much damage do these two cars have now? The front end of Fontaine doesn't look bad. Stefan, his car looks okay, but he's loose now. And out of shape, and he's coming to pit road. Oh, that car's got some issues and cautions out. Oh, we got trouble on the front straightaway. Dave Rowe, Curran Beckler. And this will likely bring the leaders to pit road. This all started, looks like, yeah, Stefan gets out of shape. He gets off the track. Oh, and I think Herzog checked up and just, unfortunately, a little bit of a pile up. And everybody's slamming into everybody. And Cody Beatty's up there off-roading. All right, so let's see. Do the leaders come to pit road? The leader doesn't. That's Dave. A couple others. They're all laps down now. And again, they got to pay attention to what pit stall they have. Some of them got to pit on that other side of pit road. So the leaders do not pit. All right, I'm going to step aside real quick, catch my breath, and we'll be back here in just a second as you're watching the Captain Invitational and the New Year's Throwdown on Captain TV.
is going to kick off the new season with a win at Texas Motor Speedway. J.W. Miller. Stripe, Brandon Jackson has won at Talladega. Coming to the line, side by side. And Thomas Harmon has got the win. Not going to be enough. His second career start, his first career win. Justin Gann has won at Nashville.
And back we are as we go back to green here in Oxford Plains, Maine. And Oxford Plains Speedway, it is the New Year's Throwdown. Appreciate everybody watching. Sorry if you got a little bit of choppiness there. But look at this. Ed Kerstetter up to second now. River Hayes has stayed out. And he is the only driver, from what I'm seeing, that does not have fresh tires. Now, here's Brandon Trujembo inside of Ford. Ford might not have tires either. But the tire strategies are now coming into play. Look at Fontaine inside of Ford. Going to pass James Jacobs and Ford. I don't think Ford's got tires. So there's a couple cars out here that did not take tires. Trujembo is also another one not on tires. So he had to fight his way back up to the third position, but Kerstetter, the first one on fresh tires, and then Fontaine is the first one on tires from this last caution. You have 9 cars on the lead lap, and one breaking story here. Caitlin Height is actually a lap down in the 71. Not sure if she spent too long on pit road getting those tires or what happened. Let's see if these guys can work their way through with the tire strategy here. As track position starting to play a role is that Ford that got knocked up the track. Joe Petrick going to slide through. Move him up to 6th. And move Brew up to 4th. He passes Drift. Here comes Curran Beckler with him. Now the racing really starting to pick up here as we'll come up 60 to go next time by. I hope you've enjoyed the show. This has been fantastic short track racing. The only thing that I don't like about tonight is there's no lights at Oxford Plains, or else I'd have put this race under the lights. I mean, there are lights, but not on iRacing. So River Hayes out to about a second lead on Kerstetter, so those new tires not really going to work yet for the 75, but we'll have to see how this 91 works to fresh tires. Back here, Joe Petrick trying to get around Drift. And Drift's going to give him the room. Here comes Joe for the top 5. I think for the first time ever tonight, Joe has used a bump and run on somebody. And look at him in a top 5 and an SK modified. Attaboy, Joe. Joe's a good dude. Trujembo trying to hold off Fontaine. And Sam's there. Oh, they're leaning on each other here. Curran Beckler goes by Joe back there for 4th. That's tight. That angle into that corner, I mean, it's easy to make contact there. He got him. So Fontaine up to 3rd. Check out some speeds here. What kind of speeds we running? Not even 100 mile an hour. It's all about a rhythm on this kind of track. And I never thought about that, but it's so true. When you get into a rhythm here, it helps you with throttle control because you can easily floor it and come all the way off the corner. But you notice these cars don't even get out to the wall. They're just about 3/4 up the straightaway and right back into the corner, if you want to call it a straightaway. Three-quarters distance, 150 laps. Kern Beckler at 35 on the move there. He's got Caitlin Height, who's a lap down behind him. A lot of cars getting trapped. A lap down. One car way off in the grass over here. That is Benedetto. Ed Kerstetter now 2 seconds back and falling into the clutches of Fontaine. And Kerstetter's going to let him go. Good sportsmanship there, as he could easily have fought him there with 45 laps to go. But I think Kerstetter's saying, Sam, go get the win. Sam started dead last in the field after having issues in the heat race. Back here for the fourth position, Kern Beckler and Trajembo. A little contact there as Ralph Fasano goes for a dive off the grass. Another unique part about this track, only walls on the front and back stretch. Everything else is, well, pretty much you're off the track. Issues for Dave Rowe. Oh, I thought it said entered pit road, so I wonder if he'd spun in there, but he didn't. Everything's good there. Fontaine has knocked about a 10th off of the lead here in the last couple of minutes, but we could focus on this battle for fourth. Two cars battling. Caitlin Height is just trying to find her way through to get a lucky dog back, or to get the trying to get her lap back the hard way. If not, get the lucky dog. And back here, Joe has gone wide. Here comes Drift. And then Michael Steffen, who's also a lap down now, is going to work his way through. Here comes J.W. Miller back in. J.W. Miller's a lap down now in 13th. So that caution really threw everything for a loop. As I think drivers came in and got tires and, well, just realized they lost a lap because of how quick these laps are under caution. But Fontaine now 3 seconds back. So Hayes has put the pedal to the metal and is starting to pull away, even though Sam has fresh tires. Back here, battle between friends forward to the back bumper of Joe Petrick here in the 67. And up here, you got a little bit of fighting going on. Look at this mess. A couple lap cars in here. Oh, Drift gets in the back of Fasano. It turns Benedetto. And that brings the caution out. And a lot of cars involved in this one. Joe Petrick. Not sure if that was just impatientness on Drift or what happened. He gets in the back of Ralph and just sends Ralph up into Benedetto. Joe Petrick goes for a spin, and then Ford spins off of Dave. And Trajembo's coming to pit road. Who else wants those tires? I think River Hayes has made his bet. I think he's going straight for 200 on one set. Oh, look at that. Trajembo barely beating the pace car off pit road. He's going to start back in the 9th position here. Now, I believe Katie should have gotten a lucky dog there. I see the 71 still back there. Did somebody else go a lap down there at the last minute? Not sure how that worked out there. Appreciate again everybody watching tonight on Twitch and on YouTube. If you're new to either channel, you can hit subscribe for both or follow. Whatever you like to do, whatever platform you prefer. As we come up just shy on midnight here as we get ready to end this race here. 30 laps to go. This race is not even an hour old yet. We're almost done. Fontaine on the outside with the fresher tires. Kernstedt are going to go inside. River Hayes has shown that track. Oh, and Drift gets turned. Big wreck here. Petrix involved. Somebody's down there also with Drift. I didn't see who it was, but got squeezed. Let's see what happens. Drift gets turned over here, and I think. Oh, that's the last caution. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button here and went to the last caution. Let's go here. Let's try this again. Let's go here. Here we go. Drift goes into the corner, and oh, Katie gets into drift. Joe's going to get a piece. Oh, Katie's the one to get squeezed into the wall over there. And that brings caution out. The 8th one? Yep. How about that? 8 cautions, 175 laps. I mean, I'm not complaining one bit. This has been fantastic racing all night. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. As we said before, 2020 can kiss our fannies. Winner tonight going to win a t-shirt thanks to Moneymaker Motorsports, Michael Steffen and the guys. River Hayes is like, right now, you're going to give me that t-shirt, boy. Pace car going to pull off. Who's going to get the lead? And Kerstetter goes wide, and here comes Fontaine. Fontaine up to second. Here comes Joe Petrick looking for third. Joe was just spun in the infield literally 5 laps ago. Joe has actually got the freshest tires out of this bunch, if I'm seeing this right, unless he took a reset. $20 to go. Kerstetter there in fourth. Curran Beckler up to fifth. Where's Trajembo? He also pitted for tires here. Oh, he's getting squeezed right now. J.W. Miller contact, and Miller spins. Peachin gets the hill, and Trajembo goes around. And ninth caution. That's just tight short track racing right here. And look, you see JW gets a little loose underneath after the, I think there's contact maybe there, couldn't tell, because you can see 28 gets up the track. Just a chain reaction from it. And that brings caution out again. And how about Joe Petrick? James Williams, if you're watching, this is awesome. Joe Petrick up to the third position. Just for those who are watching and don't know the situation here, Joe has been a longtime buddy of all of ours for years. Probably the cleanest racer you'll ever get around, nicest guy you'll ever get around. And he will literally give you his shirt if you need to, like that kind of a guy. And he's one of those people that will literally ride in the back the whole entire race and just sit back there and just ride. And look at this. Tonight, he's in the top 3 with 15 laps to go in this race. I'm not sure why Sam is running way up there. I'm kind of confused about that move, but I don't know if he's just having a little fun or something there, or maybe there's a strategy there. No, Sean, I prefer to be called Chris, but thank you. The ninth caution, Katie Haida behind the wall. Looks like Sean behind the wall. And I can only tell by chat that he's behind the wall. Ninth caution about to wrap up here in what has been a pretty fun race to watch tonight. Unfortunately, not everybody's going to be happy, but one person will be when they win this race. And here we go. Fontaine with a good restart. So is Joe. And how about one thing we should mention still, River Hayes on the same set of tires he started the race on. All 200 laps he is going to go on these tires. Can he win them? Win with them, I should say. Wow. Lap number 190. River Hayes just ran the fastest lap of the race on 190 lap tires. I'm stunned by that one. Oh, 57 back here. Herzog out of shape. Trajembo's all over him. Oh, and now they're going to turn and save it. And 2 cars go surfing off the track. Another one gets turned. And the 10th caution out as cautions breed cautions now. All started with Herzog and let's go back here and see it. Herzog and Trajembo. There's the bumper being used by Trajembo. I don't think Herzog liked that too much. That turns left on him a little bit, gets himself into trouble. They both save it. Meanwhile, Ford and Drift, they go out and play the dirt. And then Anderson gets turned. And a wild sequence of events. Again, I do want to say thank you to all the viewers for watching tonight on Twitch and on YouTube. Shout out to you guys for watching this. Shout out to all the drivers for being a part of this race and what has been fantastic tonight. We've had some green flag runs and everything, some tire strategies, which made this awesome. All the viewers again for watching tonight. And even Michael Steffen, who is making a t-shirt for the winner of tonight's race when it's over with. 10 cars on the lead lap as we'll go racing here at lap 196. There are green-white checkers, though, by the way. You know, another factor I just thought about, too, with Hayes running that fastest lap is they don't have much fuel left in these cars now, so obviously the lighter weight, these cars are going to go fast. Does Fontaine have anything for him? Does Joe Petrick have anything? How about Curran Beckler up in 4th? Hayes gets a good start. Will they make it back to the white flag? It appears they will. Final lap of the throwdown. They're wrecking at the start-finish line, I believe. River Hayes is going to dominate this thing. He don't need no stinking tires. He just wants the checkered flag. The New Year's Throwdown goes to River Hayes. Fontaine second. Joe Petrick finishing 3rd. Unbelievable. We'll say he better have enough tires to do a burnout. There we go. Fantastic racing tonight. Take a look at the final results for tonight's New Year's Throwdown. That's the heat race. Let's go play in the dirt a little bit. There we go, the right standings. Hayes wins it by a half second over Fontaine, Petrick, Kerstetter, Trajembo. Curran Beckler going to get 6th. Steffen, Drift, Rowe, Herzog, the last car on the lead lap. Jezbowski, J.W. Miller, Cody Beatty, Kevin Anderson, Ford finishing 15th. Andy Moore, Ralph Fasano, Sean Peachin finishing 18th. And the rest of the field going to be 19th, Michael Benedetto, and Caitlin Height going to finish 20th. Lucas Josephson did not start the race tonight. And I think the top 3 are going to go put a photo out here on the front straightaway, which is awesome. Yeah, Discord. Yeah, that's fine. He can come over here to mine now. I'm right here. I'm pretty sure Joe and everybody came over because Joe's ready for me. I think Joe's been ready for. Oh, yeah, the two of them are here. Let's. I got to get Joe in here right now. Oh man. So we're gonna bring Joe Petrick in here first. Joey, you've been waiting on an interview, my friend. How about a third place run at this track?
You know, this isn't my specialty, and I think taking tires helped me. Keeping my damage limited kept me in the race, and I was just happy to finish this with a third place finish. A few people gave me some breaks out there, and I appreciate that. All the racers in there, appreciate you coming out and racing, and all the fans out there watching on YouTube. Captain puts on some pretty cool events.
Did you have as much fun as it looked?
I honestly, Captain, I didn't think I was going to have fun, but I knew I was going to have more fun than running the trucks at Daytona Road. So I did have fun out there. I really did have a good time. So thank you, Captain, for putting this on.
Oh, absolutely, my friend. And man, that was impressive. I mean, you're, as I've said it, and I speak the truth here. You're one of the nicest guys we get to know on iRacing, let alone just to have friends. To be friends with you in the leagues that we run together and stuff like that. You're one of the cleanest drivers. You hardly ever cause issues. I mean, hardly as in like never. And you run into back usually just kind of hanging out, keeping the car clean, and all of a sudden you pop up here in the top 3 on the smallest asphalt track, I believe, on iRacing. Something seem wrong with this picture?
Well, it almost didn't happen. River got behind me, and I had about maybe 3 or 4 other cars right in front of me that I could not get around. So had I given up that position there, I would not be in third place right now, I don't believe. But I want to thank you for putting on this race, Captain, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely, Joe. Hey, send shout-outs. You don't get to do this often. Send shout-outs whoever the hell you want to. And I could say, hell, it's my channel.
I want to send a big shout-out to Xmasia, James Wilms. Go watch him at Xmasia on Twitch. And Mr. Dan Huffman, some bitch. Go give some bitch a follow, Mr. Dan Huffman at 100 Proof Guy on Twitch. And I just want to thank everybody that came out. Everybody was really, I felt a lot of patience out there and a lot of give and take, and it was a good group to race around. So I appreciate that.
So Joe, do you know who Xmasia 1 is?
No, I never heard of him before. I know Xmasia though. That's my buddy.
I mean, we know who Wilms is, but yeah, there's an Xmasia 1 watching on YouTube. It's kind of interesting. But anywho, nice job, Joe. We'll go talk to Samuel here, but congratulations on your P3, and yeah, go celebrate, buddy. And happy birthday still. It was his birthday, by the way, on whatever day it was. Thursday.
And a big congratulations to River for winning the race. That was fun.
Absolutely. So, nice job, Joe. Congratulations on your... I'm just trying to figure out where the hell I am in Discord. There we go. As we'll move Joe. He already moved himself. What a guy. And let's move Mr. Fontaine down here to me. One of my favorite interviews I get to do each week when I get to talk to him. As Sam joins us this second place run for Mr. Fontaine tonight. Sam, great job coming from the back. Let's go back in the heat race and ask, what in the world did you do?
I was a little bit upset in the way that the 75 passed me, and I was trying to came back for him, and I just messed up. I touched the curves and got loose, and after that got a 40-second penalty for the pit lane penalty for speeding. So yeah.
Oh, you were mad at Ed. That's not good.
I mean, it can happen sometime, I guess.
It does. It does. But you did a great job this evening here. Second place run. Talk about the racing out there. We had a couple of green flag runs that were fun, and it produced some great racing.
Yeah, pretty much. It was really fun coming from the 21st place. I mean, I had to be really patient. It's 200 laps, starting from the back again. wait my moment to pass a guy, not pushing the issue. Some guys were a little bit squirty, so you had to be really worried about that and take your opportunity the right way. So I think I did that pretty well. But at the end, I mean, even if I was starting up front, I don't know if I had something for Hayes. But yeah, it was pretty a fun race.
Well, you did a great job, man, and I know you took tires there about lap 130 or 125, somewhere in that range. Obviously, the tires got you through the field, but it seemed like as you got to the front, the tires kind of evened back out.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure that my tire were gone. I had to dig a little bit for passing fourth and third and even second spot there. Some couple restart on the outside too. So I think our tire were pretty evens out at the end. So yeah.
Well, you did a great job out there, Sam. Proud of you, buddy, and we'll send shout outs to whoever you'd like to.
Yeah, I mean all the guys from Moneymakers who came by and race with us, and mostly you, Chris, for the league, but also for the broadcast and everything you're doing for all of us, man.
Well, hey, and you get to run a league race Thursday night.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, buddy. We'll see you then. Nice job.
See you, man.
All right, and River Hayes actually is in here with us right now. He is well, he put a whooping on the field tonight. Let's put it like it is. River, you're going to have to tell us the strategy because obviously, from what I see, and unless I'm wrong, you did not take tires all night, and you save your fastest lap until lap 190. How in the world did you do that?
How about that, man? How about that? That was awesome, man. This race was great. I mean, this is a great field. You put on a great race. I mean, everybody was really clean the most part. We ran green. I did not expect us to go green that long. I mean, honestly, that was a fantastic field. How about that? Like 200 laps on a set of tires? That's insane. I didn't expect me to be able to do that. I actually had like 57% on my right rear. It was tore up.
I was wondering because, well, we actually we had a guy, Dave Rowe, matter of fact, who was in this race. We did a practice last night, or Thursday. I don't know. Every night comes together to me right now. Thursday night, and he went out there and actually ran 200 laps, and his tires were at about 60 and 80, respectively. And he said, yeah, you could probably do it. And then when I seen you not pit at like lap 130 or so, I'm like, okay, this guy's probably not pitting for tires.
Yeah, I knew like as soon as I had to pass what's his name, Brandon, in the beginning, like it's just so hard to pass here. You can't get around on the outside. So I knew like if I pitted early, I was gonna get trapped back in traffic and have the hardest time passing. So I was like, I'm just gonna make this sucker wide and just stick it out in the lead and just not pit. And honestly, it paid off. So I'm pretty happy with it.
How slick was the track? Because obviously practice was in the morning. The heat racing was actually right at noon, and then you went into the middle of the afternoon for the feature.
Yeah, I mean, the track, I mean, this setup is obviously pretty tight with how much fuel was in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, with the cloud cover that came throughout the race, it was honestly pretty tight, honestly. It wasn't really slick. Of course, like when you have the cautions and stuff like that, the tires would cool off a ton, which would help me get faster. That's probably why I set the fastest lap on 190. Like, I had great car at the end. It's because the tires just don't wear out that much.
Well, you know what's interesting here? I just caught this out of the corner of my eye. I don't know if you have the stream up or anything, but I'm looking over here. I got it in the corner if everybody, viewers can see this. His best lap was a 14.571. Lap 200, he crosses the line, 14.577. You were 6/1000ths off your fastest lap on the last lap of the race.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this a long time, so I know how to execute when it counts. And yeah, I'm thankful to be here.
Nice. Tire lessons with River Hayes after the race, FYI. So we'll go enjoy that. But River, send shout out to whoever you like to, brother.
Of course, I want to thank Mom and Dad for putting me out here, of course. Coy, Nick actually participated in the race tonight, finished 11th. Nice job. Dave, Matt, everybody from my Discord. Just thankful to be able to come out and race. And yeah.
Nice job. Well, you did what you had to do, man. Congratulations on the win. You're going to get a T-shirt from Michael Steffen there from Moneymaker Motorsports. You put a T-shirt on the line to the winner tonight, and congratulations on the win. And we're glad to have you a part of us, and we'll get you ready for the next race coming up next month.
Alrighty, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks. River Hayes there joining us, the winner tonight here at Oxford Plains. Just reading chat here. But hey, I appreciate everybody watching tonight. I'm going to get off here and go talk to the guys, and hopefully everybody had a great time tonight. I surely had a great time watching this race this evening. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to go because I see Ed Kerstetter's in chat here, and he deserves an interview, so I'm going to bring Ed down here with me. So before I go, let's talk to Ed real quickly. Ed, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, gotcha. Hey, Chris.
Hey, man, let's be honest. Did you run this race because it didn't have fenders and you thought it was an Indy car?
I was a little surprised when I looked at it and I was like, oh man, I've never driven this thing before. This will be fun.
Was it as fun as you thought?
It was, but I'm pretty sure my right shoulder I'm going to wake up sore. I'm going to wonder why, and then think, oh, that's why, because I ran like 200 and, well, with practice, like 350 laps.
And oh, by the way, you got to run a Long Beach IndyCar race Monday night.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully it's healed by then. We'll see.
Well, talk about the racing. What'd you learn out there tonight? And short track like this, did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Learned a lot in that like practice session, or just around, or trying to keep the tires under the car because you could really burn off the right front. It seemed like, and was like up there on the time charts, but I had nothing for River. So I was just hoping for. When I started, I was hoping for a top 5, and then during the race, I think I threw away a second or a third. With those last restarts, I tried going outside for a lap or two, and I needed to dive down and take the inside line, and it got past, but got one of them back, and it was a lot of fun. I like that you could actually touch a little bit, you know, in the Indy cars.
Yeah,
no. So it was nice to beat and bang, yeah.
Well, you did great, man. It was good to see you out here tonight representing the TI Racing crew, and I'm looking forward to seeing you Monday night at Long Beach. That's going to be a fun race on that street circuit, and but send shout out to whoever you want to, bud.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for putting this on. This is, looking at the schedule and everything. This looks like a blast. So appreciate you doing it. Yeah, I was kind of listening to the broadcast a little bit under yellow, and as always, you do a fantastic job. So yeah, thanks for putting it on, and yeah, see you on Monday. I think Monday we'll probably have a lot more carnage than this. So happy to represent for TI Racing, and looking forward to the next race here.
Yeah,
thanks.
I hope you don't have carnage Monday, but either way, I think you're going to see a good field of cars Monday night in that series. So I'm looking forward to it.
Model at the toughest track probably with the walls, other than Detroit. So fingers crossed, I guess. And hopefully I'm not one of them.
And a 35-mile-an-hour hairpin at turn 11. Yes.
Yes. Yep.
All right, buddy. Nice job, and I appreciate your time.
Thanks a lot. Take care. Thank you.
Absolutely. Ed Kerstetter, they're joining us. Ed finished in the 4th position this evening. So, all right, I'm done. I'm going to go talk to the guys. Great time tonight. Appreciate all the viewers watching on Facebook, on YouTube and Twitch. You can give us a Facebook follow and Twitter follow. All you got to do is go down there and type in @Captain TVIR. That is how you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can do that way, and also you can get us on Twitch by typing in Captain TVIR also now. And, of course, YouTube, you can subscribe to us on there. We will be updating our schedules throughout the week. Obviously, Monday night, the next race, the TI Racing IndyCar Series. Of course, I'm losing their name in my head. I'm working on still getting the sponsorships here for the new series, but the Grublets on Ice IndyCar Series from Long Beach. That is going to be a fun race Monday night. And then Thursday night, 2 short track races, part of Short Track Super League. And then Friday night, we get over to the Blown Piston League over at Phoenix Raceway. So that's going to be fun as we kick off our debut on that league. So that's going to be a lot of fun there. So appreciate all the viewers. Congratulations, River Hayes. He sent the field up a creek. Need I say more? Anyways, congratulations, River. And, yep, we're going to finish this race tonight, the start of 2021, like we finished 2020. If you're mad because you got wrecked, always remember this isn't just a game. This is iRacing. See ya.